Hey guys, Bédard here. I want to share with you today a little tip on balance point. Some of you might actually wonder where they should grip the stick, and there's a place for that. Usually on the stick, you shouldn't, at least in my opinion, go too far up or too low, and there's a reason for that, and I'll show you what happens if you grip too high or too low. So for instance, if you go really low on the stick and you go like this, where I got only that left in my hand, and I do this, you might see like that my bounce is dying like fairly quick, you know. I don't have that many bounces. And if I go too far up like this, and I got like all that in the back, well, I almost got in no bounces at all because I got too much weight in the back. But if I go here, like about, I leave about like an inch like in the back, yeah, like, and I do this, I suddenly have like a bunch of bounces. And to me, this is the most comfortable place to actually hold my stick, because I don't have to work as much because it bounces by itself. I couldn't do that if I went here. I can sort of, but it's kind of hard. And if I go in the back, you know, I can do a little bit of it, but it's really like much harder for me. Whereas this is much easier. Okay? With trad grip, it's pretty much the same thing. If I go really in the back, my stick doesn't bounce much. If I go too far up, once again, it wants to go like here, you know? I don't have that many bounces. But if I go about here, you know, leaves about like maybe like 4 or 5 inches in the back, suddenly I get all those bounces. It's much easier to bounce my sticks like this, you know. You know, and something to actually notice is that even though it might not look the same, I'm actually gripping the stick in the same spot pretty much, you know. I once saw Steve Smith demonstrate that, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. You know, we might think that this hand is actually much farther up on the stick, but actually the gripping point right here is at the same height as this one here. You see that? Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Okay? So, explore that. Obviously, I'm not saying to not play like this. Some guys play really far back and have like a lot of power, but they might actually have to work a little bit harder, you know? But if it suits them, it's all good. And same thing for here. I see guys like gripping stick very high sometimes. It might work for them, you know? So whatever works. But I would say give this a try, yeah. Okay, have fun practicing, and once again, if you have any questions about this, feel free to write to me. I'll be happy to help you with your drumming technique.